Bright star, would I were steadfast as thou art, by John Keats. In this video, we shall take a look at each line in the poem more closely to examine its meaning and identify the poetic devices used in this piece. Line 1. Bright star, would I were steadfast as thou art. The speaker addresses the star directly. It could be the North Star and contrasts the star's constancy with his own. He wishes he were as steadfast in the modern spelling Steadfast. He wishes he were as steadfast, that is, fixed and without change. Here, Keats is introducing the idea of nature versus humanity. The star never changing in its appearance, and the human, the individual, just the opposite. His desire to be still and unmovable contrasts with the ever fluctuating life of humans. Lines 2 and 3. Not in lone splendor, hung aloft the night, and watching with eternal lids apart. But the speaker doesn't want to be out there on its own, watching, overlooking the world in isolation, eternally open eyed, that is, the lids apart, without company of any sort. Note the enjambment, the second line running on into the third, maintaining the sense and momentum. Lines 4, 5, and 6. Like nature's patient, sleepless eremite, the moving waters at the priest like task of pure ablution round earth's human shores. The eremite is a hermit, a Christian recluse. The word eremite is the old fashioned way of referring to a hermit. A hermit is one who lives in solitude. By referring to the star as an eremite, the poet is drawing attention to the lonesomeness of the star. Night actually rhymes with the word eremite, which explains the poet's choice of the word. Keats was not a regular church going Christian and is generally known to have had a lack of faith. Hence, the nickname Keats the Pagan, which was not altogether fair or accurate. He was intensely religious, nature was his spiritual source, but did not practice conventional Christian beliefs. The star is patient and always awake, but watching over what exactly Keats imagines how the great waters of the earth would appear from the bright star's heavenly height. He likens that appearance of the earth's waters round the shores that man can reach to the pure waters, that the priest for ablution, which is a ritual washing by priests. Lines 7 and 8, or gazing on the new soft fallen mask of snow upon the mountains and the moors. The long sentence continues with a description of a snowy landscape, bringing to mind a cold, distant, if idealistic visual. The speaker has no wish for this lone splendor, there has to be more. Not only would these great heights be a great watch for the earth's waters, but for gazing at the mountains and moors' snow. Moors here refers to the open land, usually with peaty soil covered with heather, bracken, and moss, mostly found in high altitudes and latitudes. Line 9. No, yet still steadfast, still unchangeable. According to Keats, he could be super steadfast and unchangeable than the bright star. But in truth, his destiny has already been determined. The turn or volta occurs here. The speaker wants to be fixed and constant, but he also wants to be with his love, that is, Fanny Brawn, using her breast as pillow, sensing their movement as he lies awake forever in this restless state. Lines 10 to 14. Pillowed upon my fair love's ripening breast, to feel forever its soft fall and swell, awake forever in a sweet unrest, still, still to hear her tender taken breath, and so live ever, or else soon to death. The last and absolute desire he has is to lie on the bosom of his fair love's ripening breast, so that he could savor and treasure that particular moment with the love of his life. For that special moment, he would not sleep forever, so as to feel the soft fall and swell of a tender body, because each moment would count. This would be a moment to live forever and enjoy the feel of a tender taken breath, warm, gentle, and full of love. Should death strike him prior to his time, then it should do so when he is in the arms of his sweetheart, as he mentions, and so live, or else soon to death. Now let us look at the literary poetic devices used in Bright Star. Alliteration. Alliteration occurs when two or more words beginning with consonants or are close together in a line, affecting phonetics and adding texture and interest. For example, would I were. So the were sound is repeated. Mountains and the moors feel forever its soft fall and swell. Hear her tender taken. Caesura. Caesura occurs when a line has a break halfway, usually with punctuation. For example, like nature's patient, sleepless eremite. Enjambment. Enjambment occurs when a line runs on into the next without punctuation, carrying sense and momentum, as we can see in lines 2nd, 5th, and 7th. Let us have a look at the themes in the poem Bright Star. We deal with the theme of ideal love, romantic aspiration, immortality and human death, sacrifice for an ideal, earthly desires and cosmic existence, nature's constancy and human restlessness.